Well, as you've seen by the title and the thumbnail, spoiler alert, we're back at Ogden. So you can leave now if you don't want to see more of Ogden. Let's get into it. And of course, I was just kidding up there. You don't need to leave. Please don't leave. Please stay. Hey up, my name's Jamie. Good afternoon, or at least I think it's afternoon. It could still be morning, I'm not sure. But either way, hello. And yeah, we're back here at Ogden. Two reasons. One, because it's probably my favourite place to come and walk. Cromwell Bottom is creeping up on that one. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a card on screen. Yeah, so we're at Ogden Water. I've been here a couple of times before and done some videos, and I've always told you that when Christmas is over, people come and leave their old Christmas trees here, the real ones, not the fake ones. And it's a lovely way to recycle your unwanted product anymore, I suppose, and it's a bit of an ingenious way. So I haven't been up here since Christmas. So I'm hoping when we get down to the waterside, folk have actually brought their trees here. I can see quite a few that are dotted around. You could see back there was like a big pile of them, and there is a few laid around different places on the sides of the path. But primarily it's just a really, really beautiful place just to come for a mooch. Yes. Oops, I just scared a little bird. I'm sorry, bird. But you can see here what they've done for the runoff from the hill up there, where incidentally they've planted a load of saplings, which is really nice to see. They've put in these like natural barriers, I suppose, just in case when weather does get bad, just to slow the water speed down, I'm guessing, to go through this little culvert that goes underneath the path and then ultimately down into the reservoir itself. Because I wouldn't imagine that they'd want it to come down there just too quick, just in case it causes damage. That's what I think anyway. I could be wrong. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. And again, hello. You can see there how wonderfully clear that water is. Now I was going to come here when, because we've had a lot of snow here in Yorkshire, and I was going to come here when it all started melting, because so all these natural little creeks and everything, there's one that flows on down to a little pond down here. We'll go and have a closer look at that. Yeah, I was going to come, but because of the amount of snow and the amount of ice, and then it was raining, and it was just, no, it was no bueno for coming out for a mooch, I'm afraid. So, but we're back at it now. Which is great. Right, let's get down to this little pond. And there we are, a nice little bog of stench type idea. It'll be absolutely teeming with wildlife, will that soon enough, or I hope it will anyway. I hope it will. So apologies again for I don't think there's been a decent walk video for maybe a couple of weeks. I did a quick one the other Sunday at Manor Heath. Now that's a place that we will be visiting again in the spring when everything bursts into life, because that place is just fantastic. Well, we're almost down into the water side, and so far all I can see is all that'll probably be going in the blooper roll. I honestly just nearly shit myself. Slipped on a pipe. That wasn't very good, was it? Whew. Right, so we'll head down to the waterside, and unfortunately all I can see really is old trees. There's no new trees yet. So all around the edges here you can see they've built kind of like a makeshift little fence type thing. Now this is where the locals usually come and put their Christmas trees, but from what I've just realised, folk are bringing their Christmas trees, but I think it's up to the people who work here and look after the site to actually place them, because there will be a certain way that you need to do it to stop all of it falling into the reservoir. I mean, you can see here there's what, maybe 15 trees just in this little bit here, and then there's more ahead. So good. I do presume that they'll be waiting for some sort of council woodsman to come and place the trees, because they might have to take some of the old ones away, or maybe check that there's something in there, or there's not something in there that's nesting that they don't want to disturb, because that would just be a shame. It'd defeat the entire purpose. The purpose of putting these trees on the sides here is not only does it create a natural defence against corrosion, it also gives a little bit of a house and a shelter for any little bugs, beasties or birds that want to make it their home, which I think is an absolute ingenious idea. It's something that's been happening for quite a while now. I do remember, or I seem to remember, when they first started doing it, but it was a long time ago, and then it's just been a running trend from there. But I mean, this place really is just beautiful. It's got everything from a walk that I love about going for walks. It's got the trees, woodlands, and the lovely sound of running water. I don't know if you can see it spewing out of that culvert over there. Probably can't. We'll get around there and have a look in a minute anyway. So yeah, there was some trees there. We'll go travel a little bit further around and see if there's any on the other side. And before anybody asks, no, I didn't set my watch. Again, it wouldn't be a walk with me if I'd have set my watch, would it? There'd have been something kind of missing about the video, or maybe added to the video. I'm not quite sure. You know, every time I come here, the beauty of this place seems to get more and more amplified. It's like a lot of places that you go, it changes with the seasons, and you come here in a couple of months' time and the whole place will look completely different again. But anyway, back to why we're here. The Christmas tree barrier, still a bit of snow and ice there, look. Oh dear. You can see some of the new trees that have been placed here. Now it does go, this little barrier, it does go pretty much all the way around the reservoir. I mean, look at that for a sight. So maybe if you live close to a reservoir or a stream or something and you're thinking, that's a great idea, I never thought about doing that, maybe approach your local council and the residents in your local area, if they use real Christmas trees or not, and see if it's something that they'd be willing to do in your local area, because it is an awesome way to repurpose, recycle your, like I said, your old tree, and it's extremely environmentally friendly. If it wasn't, then they wouldn't do this, because this is a natural place of beauty, and it's also where a lot of our drinking water comes from, I'm presuming, unless it's just bog flush water, but even then that gets turned into drinking water. Yeah, that's maybe not food for thought, and it is really. Oh, just film the walk, Jamie, just go this way, stop talking, man. Sometimes you've got to think, when you come here, you're thinking, have I gone deaf? No, you haven't. It is that peaceful. You know, have I gone deaf? Did Jamie forget to turn his microphone on again? That's happened in the past. But no, it is just that peaceful here. It is unbelievable. And I'm still standing. All this bit here is icy. Wow. I did have a cup of tea before I came out, and I can hear it sloshing around in my belly. It's getting very annoying. It's alright. Mooch on a little bit further and we'll see if there's any more trees. You can see here a few more branches. They look like they've been cut out of the woods though, rather than placed here by residents or locals. Skird and Clough. We've still never followed this trail. I think in the spring we'll follow that and we'll go up in the woods that way, because I've never been up that way before. So it'd be very interesting to see what is up there. Now we usually go off the track a little bit and go up into the woods here, but for the purpose of today's video we're not going to do that. We're just going to carry on walking straight round, because we need to see if there's any more tree. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Okay, I'll leave now. It's amazing how many water sources actually feed this reservoir. I don't know if you can see, but in the back there's like a brick wall, and it's got a load of water running down it, what's coming from the hills, and it is just amazing. And snow. You know, when I was walking here just now, I saw this little bit of snow on the side there, and the angle that I saw that snow from, it looked like it had letters. It really did. It looked like it had letters on it, and I'm sure it said, "Subscribe to your Yorkshire Walker." I could be wrong, but we better not risk it, really. So obey the snow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Shameless. I also need to remember to tighten my pants before I set off on a mooch. The list of things to do before I start walking is getting longer and longer. Tighten your pants. Make sure you've got your walking boots. Bring some water. Set your watch going. All of which, apart from the boots, I haven't done. Wonderful. Professional. So here, there's a lovely little benches here that you can sit. Now these in the spring and early summer, well I suppose in the middle of summer as well, it's lovely to sit here because you can just look out onto this beautiful body of water. It's that was my fault. So yeah, in the spring it's wonderful to sit here when all the wildlife starts coming back around here. The place is absolutely teeming with ducks and geese and various other wildlife. I mean, that water then was that clear and still. I ended up filming the sky because it's hard to see where the water starts or the water finishes and the sky starts. That's my excuse anyway. So as you can see now, we're getting to the part where they have started replacing these Christmas trees. Now they started back there from where these benches are, and you can see all the new greenery all the way along the top here. And the smell is terrific. You know, that Christmas pine tree smell, and it makes you feel nice again for a little bit. Remembering Christmas, time with your family, it's always important. But yeah, you can see now where they've put the bulk of them, so it is lovely that people still do this. It must, I don't know how or when they come and do it, if you've got to tell them when you're dropping a tree, or I'm not sure, but it'll be pretty easy to find out if you go on the old googly thing, bring up the website for Ogden Water. I'm sure it'll tell you all about it, and probably a lot more than what I can as well, for the reasons why they do it too, other than the ones I've already said. But it's just a fantastic idea. It's better than them just going outside and left to rot, or I suppose some people might chop them up and burn them. But I think giving your Christmas tree a second purpose is just as good, or even better, should I say, than anything else. Definitely. You see there's a load more space here. Well, it does go all the way around. Let's have another mooch around here right quick. See if we can find any more. And thanks for sticking with me. It's always nice to bring you along for a walk. Always. Now, if you don't need to go to the bathroom after this video, it's going to be a miracle. But there is a lot of little things like that, little springs there, beautiful Yorkshire water, that are dry a lot of the time of the year. So it's really only when we've had weather like we have been doing, and we've got all the snow melt and the rain coming off the hills around, that those little springs are flowing like that. So they're lovely to see when they are. Is that Brother Crow? A couple more trees there waiting to get placed. It's very easy to get sidetracked as well when you come to places like this, because they are so peaceful and they're just wonderful to walk through. But I'm going to try not to do that today, because we're here on a mission, which I think really is kind of mission successful. I'm glad that there was actually people putting the trees here, because if not, I'd have looked like a right wally. Well, not that I don't already, but you know what I mean. Ooh, hello. Look at the size of that. What a beautiful bird. What an absolute beautiful bird. Oops, not that one. Want to do this one? Press it. Oh. It didn't want to zoom in. Typical. So as you can see, we're at the top of the other side of Ogden Water now. So this is a great place to finish the video. Well, yeah, thank you for coming for a walk with me, and thank you to everyone who likes and shares the video. It's great. If you're not already, consider subscribing maybe, and well, maybe catch you on the lives this weekend when I do them. It's kind of sporadic. I am working on some sort of schedule, so folk will know when I'm live or when I'm going to upload and all that sort of funky jazz, but for now we're just kind of doing it off the hoof, off the cuff, off the hoof, whichever. So I'll leave it there for now. So for now, my name's Jamie, I'm your Yorkshire Walker, and I'm out. Peace.